The following editor is playing a game today. Hello everybody, and welcome to another installment of Hitman Blood Money. I'm your host, Justin, from Justin Parnell Edits, or rather plays today. Why don't we just skip the preamble and jump straight into the game? Or rather, before we jump straight into the game, and I realized I just peaked the mic here. Hope the mic quality is good, I got a new one recently. As you can see that, as I said in the last episode when I was on this screen, there's attendees at this funeral. Quite a few people at this funeral. And as we go through these missions, it's going to start to decrease. And I'd like you to pay attention to the people who are there and who might not be there. They are potentially future targets. So, enough me rambling on. Let's blow this popsicle stand, hit normal, and we're going to do our next mission called Flatline.
You think that was 47 too?
We knew it was. We were so confident we set up an international task force to hunt him down and destroy him.
Even assuming this guy exists, he's still just an assassin. What's the big deal?
The big deal? He's the perfect clone. His DNA is a how-to manual for any cloning lab in the world. With Mr. 47 in their clutches, there'd be nothing to stop a rogue state from building an entire platoon of 47s. A whole army.
These public statements you've been making against cloning, is this what it's all about?
Of course.
But surely you can't oppose all the uses of cloning. The medical advances, the possible curing of...
Medicine won't do us much good if we're all the slaves of some clone army dictatorship, will it?
Off the record, Jack. You're not serious.
You have no idea how serious. That's why we had to eliminate 47. Having him on the loose was just too dangerous.
Why not go after whoever created him?
Oh, we did. But whenever we got too close, our agents got killed.
By 47?
See for yourself.
$11:45.
I'm sorry we have to meet like this.
It's dangerous to meet in person. You're normally more prudent. What's going on?
Looks like we've got a mole at the agency. Here's your briefing.
Thanks. I'll read it later.
How's that wound healing?
Fine. Are we done here?
One thing. We haven't been able to get a positive ID on the target. There's a government agent in there already, though we think he knows. The price for his knowledge is getting him out alive.
And that raises my price.
Already factored in. Take this.
Designer poisons?
The clinic only lets clients out when they're fully recovered or dead. The injection puts its victim into a hibernatory state. Apply the antidote on the lips to revive them.
What if this agent's already dead?
I trust you, 47. The money's been transferred to your account. It's good to have you back, 47. I'm glad to hear you're fully recovered. Your next assignment's in Northern California. 3 mobsters have been checked into a rehab clinic for alcoholics. One of them plans to turn state's witness as soon as he's discharged. Our client wants to avoid that, but we don't know which of the 3 is the target. An undercover agent placed at the clinic to find out hasn't been heard from in a few days. The clinic will only discharge patients if they're sober or dead. The agent who's in there is apparently being kept drunk for unknown reasons, so you'll have to kill him to get him out, but we need him alive. We're giving you an experimental serum that'll give him the appearance of being dead, along with the antidote to bring him back once you're out. Something's very wrong at this clinic, 47. Keep your eyes open.
So as you can see, we don't know who our target is. And the only way to figure out who our target is via finding our agent, who we will come across in time. His name is Smith. Smith, for those who don't know, is a recurring character in classic Hitman, where he often comes around to help 47 with his missions from time to time. I don't know what agency he's part of. I think he's still federal agent to what I understand, but otherwise he is here to tell us who our target is. Alright, so let's go in and we're just gonna go jump straight into the mission. I'm not taking any weapons with me. I probably should, but against my better judgment, I think this is gonna go well. I can do this without weapons, I think. So the good thing about this mission is that I already know who the 3 targets are, and they're pretty distinct. They're not that hard to miss. What we are at now is a rehab clinic in I don't know what state in the US, so we'll find out. Now, we gotta wait for this guy to turn around and take his admission papers to the clinic, because, you know, 47 is a chronic drinker, and we're gonna need this to get him inside the clinic. So we're gonna run up here, up these stairs, and we're gonna go through the process of becoming a resident at this rehabilitation clinic. For what? We don't know. It really depends. That's one of our targets there.
You know, you're not so nice. You kind of look like an albino.
I don't know who you're talking about.
Albino.
Welcome. You'll be staying in room A. Just step into the dressing room, change into a robe, and leave your clothes and personal effects for safekeeping.
Sure thing. Now we have our way into the place. This mission is relatively short, guys, and I don't know what I'm going to be talking about here, so let's figure this out.
Gonna have to search you, sir.
Yeah, please, I didn't take any gun this time. You know, I'm pretty clean. Look, I don't do any drugs or anything. I just heard this place is pretty cool.
Thanks. You're all set.
Thank you. So, first things first, what we're gonna do before we interact with Agent Smith is to... You noticed in that little cutscene we saw, some guy was drinking from a secret compartment where people drink alcohol from. And if this guy goes away, please go. Gosh dang. Okay, I guess we're coming back. Or I could wait for him. But the whole point is, I'm gonna poison his drink so he just up and falls down. Just gotta wait for this security guard to go away. I hope you guys enjoyed the last few videos. So to pass the time. I used to do Let's Plays before on Twitch, but I just didn't like the live stream thing. It was too much pressure. That's why these are pre-recorded, as you can see. But I was thinking of... First, let's get the poison out. Poison his drink, because we don't allow drinking in this rehab. I've come in here to do...
Craig Thurman.
Hi, Craig.
Therapist. A lot of the clients here find it helpful to have someone to talk to. I'm always available
Oh, yeah.
if you need an ear.
Yeah, I don't...
Drop by my office. If I'm not in, there's always at least one of us around.
Yeah, cool. Craig, I don't want to talk to you. You're bothering me.
Hi there, Craig Thurman.
Craig.
On-call therapist. A lot of the clients here find it's helpful to have someone
Craig.
to talk to. I'm always
You're
available
driving
if you
me
need
to
an ear.
drink.
Just drop by my office. If I'm not in, there's always at least one of us around.
Yes, okay, bye. Jeez, Craig. He's very annoying, this Craig guy. Well, as you can see in the window, there's another person who is cooking something, which suggests to us that he may also be one of our targets. I think his room is on the other side here. But as I was saying, like, I hope these styles of videos are enjoyable. Again, I'm usually never really well prepared for these sorts of things. I kind of just record and we pray. This is our room. I think it's our room. And we're gonna just go out here and see if our friend is done cooking in there. He is not. So we're just gonna have to wait. While I wait, because there's typically a lot of waiting in this level, which I don't particularly like, but it's still quite enjoyable, is I'm gonna talk about future games I might be trying to play. Like, there's mostly games I've played before. I was thinking of trying a Bully as one of those. Because we're heading into the spooky season, I think Resident Evil 4, that's a game I know pretty well. Another one would be, well, it's still up in the air, but I recently bought Tomb Raider games, and I've never really played Tomb Raider before, so that could also be interesting. Not necessarily a Halloween game, but like definitely something worth playing. We're sabotaging this guy's gas because this guy is cooking. I don't know what he's cooking, and I don't want to know. But, you know, we can't have dubious things happening in this clinic. You know what I mean, guys? I mean, we're here to rehabilitate. 47 has been sent in to catch people who've been up to mischief. But yeah, those are the things I have on my mind. If there's any sort of games you would like to sort of recommend, I'd be happy to listen to them in the comments. Right now I'm kind of limited to playing stuff on PC at this very moment. That's the brakes. Let's see. Our target there likes to drink, and I think he will search me. Okay, cool, let me in. So we're waiting for another target who is going to be lifting weights at this gym here. So let's start getting comfortable a little bit. Maybe get ourselves a police uniform, because police uniforms is the best outfit in this game, except for one little place. which we're gonna get to eventually. So we're currently waiting for one of our targets. I'm kind of just dealing with the targets now, so all we have to do is just leave and deal with Mr. Smith. If this episode proves to be a bit too short, I think I'll just combine the next mission along with this one, because they're both really short missions. Now, so how we're gonna take this guy out is he's gonna be lifting some weights, and you know, he's gonna need a spotter. And you know, I love spotting people at the gym, you know, and he needs to be reminded that having alcohol, well, at the gym is not a good thing. So how we kill him, if the prompt will come up, is to strangle him with his weights. Come on, buddy. Pull up. Yeah, up, higher, higher. Yeah, you're doing great. You're doing great. Ugh. Ugh. 47's a little bit jealous, and he needs to get away from the scene of the crime. But yeah, this is typically a very easy mission, until I probably get caught and get an inevitable witness. So next, we've killed all 3 targets basically. We're just gonna wait for the other one to eventually disappear. But what we're gonna do, and I am aiming for silent assassin on this, that's...
Hi there.
There's
Craig
no question.
Thurman. I'm
Yes,
the
hi
therapist.
Craig.
A lot of the clients here find it's helpful to have someone to talk to. I'm always available if you need an ear. Just drop by my office. If I'm not in, there's always at least one of us.
Of course there's one of you around. Gosh darn, Craig, you're very annoying. So we need another way in, or out I should say. So what we're gonna do is we're going to go this way. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna sneak around the back of this place. And we're gonna climb this roof. We're gonna climb this part of the roof. And we sneak to this part of the building, and we sneak on this way, and hopefully we don't get caught. We're gonna walk around here. I'm very confident in getting silent assassin. You know, like, I know curtains down, I said I was confident and it didn't turn out okay, but you know, I am absolutely confident that I'm getting silent assassin in this one. I really need a police uniform, because this is getting ridiculous. So we kind of need to just wait. There's a lot of waiting in this level, so please forgive me on how long this would take. Get the sedative out just in case, and we're just gonna wait. And gotta censor that. Yeah, just put a censor block there, future me. Right now we just need to wait for the cop to fix the power, or somebody to fix the power. Preferable we get the cop. What's gonna happen is they're gonna be transporting bodies into this little security room. And once the bodies are all in the security room, then this cop will finally show up, and then we're gonna take his outfit. Which give us the ample tools we need. Or I could just go there now. I might even wait for the cop. I could risk it. He's already down. He's already downstairs anyway, with the target. I think that's him. It's fine weather today though, huh? Oh well, let's just enjoy the quiet. Yes, get some sleep, Officer Jim. Now we need to drag this body away before the other cop shows up and gets very upset that I turned off the power and this poor man's outfit. Did I use the right sedative? I think I used the right sedative. Anyway, let's take his outfit by we're taking your handgun, we're taking your outfit, and geez, you're buff. You take good care of yourself. Here, why don't you take a nice little nap in this trash can? Yeah, you know, just think about what you did. Bye. Now that all the bodies are here, we're gonna grab the stun gun, so that's handy. We're gonna grab this videotape, because now the guards can't see me here. And I'm gonna take this rehab card and go this way, the way we came in before. And what's gonna happen is, we're gonna go through here, and we're gonna be interrupted by a guy who doesn't like us. An orderly. We'll wait for him to disappear, because what's gonna happen is we're gonna need, because he is easily gonna be one of our witnesses here. We're gonna use our sedative. Yeah, there's a lot of maps in this one. I do apologize for how long this is taking, but this mission is relatively quick. We'll wait for this guy to disappear, and what we're gonna do is we're gonna climb in. Don't see me, don't see me. And we're going to just get to sleep. Hopefully you didn't see that. Put him in this little casket here. And we got off scot-free for now. Whew, good job. Me and you, the audience, for watching me. I want some coffee. Who's this nice, handsome man drinking coffee? And what we need is, we need these... Not that. We need that. We need this, the key card to the rehab, and yes, there's some nice pictures here. Is that Tom Raider herself? Probably not Tom Raider. Is that 50 Cent's Bulletproof? Probably not. Let's go. We need to head on down and find our target, Mr. Smith, which we already know is a good guy here. So let's have a chat with Smith. He should be, no, not up like that. He should be in this little spot. Hello, Smith.
You. I should have known.
Sedating me. Psychotropics. The things they've done. Figures. They'd send you to clean up my mess. This is the guy. Here.
I'm getting you out of here.
They'll never let me out alive.
I know.
Now we wait for the orderly to disappear. And we take out Mr. Smith. We're not killing him, as Diana said. We're simply just putting him to sleep, so that he has the illusion of being dead.
Identity obtained. Executing rest of assignment.
Splendid, 47. It might interest you to know the following. A sudden shift in the delicate power balance of the New York families. 2 low-level contracts just came in. In addition to your primary target, 2 members of the same group are currently staying at the facility. Terminating either will result in a $50,000 bonus per head. It's entirely up to you.
Understood.
I don't know how this works each time, but I think it changes who the primary target is each time. Feel free to correct me on that, folks. But yeah, so we managed to take all 3 out. Now we just have to leave the area so that they can escort Smith out of this place. That's all we have to do. We just have to wait now. Because this mission is so easy. You can do most missions without the guns and get Silent Assassin. It's just very difficult. Heck, you can do all the missions without guns, but I'm not gonna do that. There's one mission in particular. I almost forgot my suit. I'm gonna go grab my suit. But there's one mission in particular, I think 2 I should say, that I just kind of struggle to do, and that's usually near the end of the game. So yeah, that's a thing. So we're gonna go back in here and retrieve our suit. They're not gonna be sus about a guy who just walked in by himself, changed into his suit and left. No, nothing sus about that. See ya, guys. So we're gonna walk around here, and you know, 47 is cured of his alcoholism or drugs or whatever he's been taking of, because the people who have influenced him to take these substances have otherwise been what's the word here? They have otherwise been put to sleep permanently. You know, too much gym, too much secret drinks, and whatever they're cooking in there in his room resulted in all of them just meeting an untimely demise, and that's just awful when that happens. And all the deaths we did all looked like an accident too, so it means I didn't even have to get my hands dirty to strangle them or anything. And as you can see, we can see Smith is being put in this elevator, and then he's going to be moved to the other side of the facility, which I think he's there now, which good timing. I thought I'd had to cut this, so we're just going to wait for Smith and listen to this epic music playing in the background. We have to wait for the orderly to leave, otherwise he will be a witness. And this cop would be very upset about it. Hello, officer. Could you cross over to that way, please? I don't want to get in trouble. Thank you. Now let's get on out of here and revive our agent. Come on, Mr. Smith. Let's go. Bye. We go bye-bye now. Look at that. 1 total kill, 2 accidents, 1 body found, and what did we get? Oh. How did I not get Silent Assassin? Ah! Oh, it's because they found maybe one of the bodies. Yeah, that's probably it. Okay. It happens, it happens. Alright. And because the body was found, so let's just hit continue. If that little X was gone, I would have got Silent Assassin. I was so confident too. This is twice. And I beat the mission in under 20 minutes. Damage control, that probably resulted in the accident. And that is it for this mission. No, I didn't need to pay off for witness for a change. And now, here we are. We have our news article. As per usual, I'm going to zoom up on things. This is Chung Chao 2 Chinese restaurant. This is a popular restaurant in the other Hitman games. Haha, April Fools! Woo! April 1st! But yeah, that's what happens when you do I lost my train of thought. Oh yes, this Chinese restaurant is in the earlier Hitman games, both Hitman 1 and I'd say a remastered in Contracts. So yeah, that's a cool one. Next we have Defiant Congress gets its way. I'm just gonna like let you guys pause and read this. This is about the presidential election going on and other scandals that go on. As you can see, the presidential election is going very well for Mr. Morgan. And I feel like I'm going to sneeze. OIC examines Burke driver. I don't know what this is about, but it's something about a driver who probably left an abandoned vehicle, according to this image here, but you can pause whenever you like. We have quote of the day. I just want you to know that when we talk about war, we're talking about peace. I can't do a George Bush to save my life. I'm sorry. Move to sunny Del Mar. Sounds like a very nice place to live, don't you think, guys? Potentially a place we can check out eventually. Who knows? Diamonds by the pound. If you want to read that, that's very cool there. And Humboldt County economy up in smoke. Give you a bit of time to pause and read, and then I'm moving on to the next one, where we actually have a picture of the target this time, photoshopped onto somebody's head. That I think that's photoshopped. Yeah, that's definitely photoshopped with his eyes weirded like that and some weird background. Let's read the main article itself. Specialist wanted by police. Rudy Menzana killed. Police suspect blood money is involved. Los Angeles, 1st of April, 2004. LAPD confirmed this morning that notorious illegal arms dealer Rudy Menzana was found dead at the Pine Cone Rehabilitation Center yesterday. Mr. Zana was believed to be the victim in a violent episode that caused one additional death. The other victim was an innocent bystander who just happened to be at the wrong place at the wrong time. The police have stated that the lack of witnesses is making this an especially difficult case to investigate. The police have absolutely no clue of the murder's appearance, as nobody claims to have seen him or her. The Pinecone Rehabilitation Clinic enjoys a stellar reputation as the most successful, luxurious, and discreet rehabilitation clinic in North America. Its client list is a closely guarded secret. Despite the secrecy, it's well known that dozens of, if not hundreds of movers and shakers from politics and entertainment have cleaned up their act at Pinecone. Some celebrities have openly acknowledged that their programs saved their lives. One Hollywood publicist has even been said to send even his clean clients to the clinic to boost their careers. So potent is the high-gloss mystique of this facility. The clinic's controversial policy of discharging only the clean and the dead has brought it under legal scrutiny. But investigations have never revealed anything but an intensely dedicated staff working with state-of-the-art methods. At the time of admission, all clients are required to sign a waiver, acknowledging that they will not leave the clinic until they are clean or dead. A clinic spokesman says this scares away those who aren't really committed to keeping clean. Critics of the clinic call it a cheap publicity stunt. I could open a restaurant and say no one ever leaves until they're fed or dead, says one consulting physician from a less glamorous clinic. That wouldn't tell you anything about my food. And a little blurb here says, don't drink, kids. You'll end up like Rudy Menzana. And with that, folks, this wraps up this portion of Hitman Blood Money. I'll see you guys in the next episode, where we will probably be doing A New Life. So, again, thank you so much for watching, and you have a very good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night. And yeah, see you around, folks.